Bradford and Mackinnon were Mr. Lance's new engines. They had been allocated there to help out on the railway. While Mackinnon would help out with passenger trains, Bradford had been allocated to the goods trains. This was good on both sides, as Penn and Aberdeen were becoming rather tired, and Allen was getting a bit older. However, the other engines often favored Bradford due to the fact he was an LNER engine. Mckinnon would often be shunned by the other engines due to being LMS built. This often had him feel like he had no friends on the railway. However, the only engines who would talk to him would be Allen and Penn. One morning, Penn, Allen, and Mckinnon were in the sheds having a chat.
So, Mckinnon, what do you think of the railway so far?
It's very nice. I love the scenery. And I especially love the work. You know, when I was up in Scotland, I was never able to take trains as long as the ones I do here. I was always sat around in the shed half the time. Yeah, I think you'll find that when you're here on the Rosworth Vale, you're never kept in the sheds too long. There's always a job that's needed to be done. Exactly. However, I do enjoy having a bit of a rest whenever I come back after a hard day's work.
And what would you know about hard work?
Aberdeen moved from his spot in the shed and rolled next to Mckinnon.
What would you know about hard work? From what I hear, the LMS are actually pretty lazy. Oh, come on, Aberdeen. That's hardly fair.
Exactly. From what Mckinnon has displayed so far, he's shown to be an extremely hard-working engine. Unlike you, from what I saw, you were sitting in the sheds all day yesterday, weren't you?
How dare you? I'll have you know.
That is enough. The engines looked down. They hadn't noticed Mr. Lance had walked in. Right. I am sick of this. Aberdeen, I'm sick of you showing prejudice towards engines that are not from this region.
But sir!
I don't want to hear about it. Looks like someone got what they deserved. As for you, Penn and Allen, Aberdeen had a perfectly good reason for sitting in the sheds yesterday. Might I ask what that is, sir? No, you may not, Penn. Now, I suggest that you all get back to work. The engines wisely decided to take Mr. Lance's advice. Meanwhile, at the quarry, Alec had shunted a train for Bradford. The two engines were having a chat before Bradford was set to leave. I must say, Bradford, in all my years, I've never seen an engine take as much as you have. Oh, you know, it just comes with experience for me. I've pulled trains up gradients for so long, it's like a second nature to me. It most certainly is. And that Mckinnon, what do you think of him, Alec? I mean, I think he's a pretty hard worker. I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, he takes the shorter trains. So what if he takes shorter trains? He's still a really hard-working engine. I don't know. Anyways, we'd best get out of here. We can't have you late to the docks now, can we? Nah, I suppose we can't. See you later, Alec. Bradford left with his goods train. However, as he did, he didn't know who was right. Was he right for sticking up for Mckinnon? Or were the engines right? Was Mckinnon actually a lazy engine, and was he only seeing one side of him? These thoughts continued to bug him as he left the quarry. Later that day, Alec, Mckinnon, and Simon were at the station. It had started to drizzle a little. However, Simon had something on his mind that he needed to get off.
Hey, Mckinnon.
What's up, Simon?
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. You know, you're not such a bad engine after all.
Well, I suppose if Simon can apologise, I can as well. I'm sorry, mate. I hope you'll accept my apology.
Well, thank you two. I wasn't expecting that. But what had the two of you change your mind?
It was something Bradford said earlier. I was very intrigued by what he said, and I realised you weren't being lazy. We just need to accept your presence around here.
Well, once more, as I said, thank you for the apology. I truly do appreciate it.
Mckinnon left the station. However, as he did, he was in a much better mood.
Come on! Okay. Aberdeen, I hate to say this, but mate, this is no good. Oh great, what are we supposed to do now? I can't just sit here all day, the passengers are going to get irate.
Indeed, Stewart did. It was Mckinnon. He was still hauling his passenger train. However, he was surprised to see Lethbridge on the hill with Aberdeen.
So, what exactly happened here? I'm very confused. Aberdeen here has stalled on the gradient. I can't push him up. Can you help, please? At this point, I'm desperate. Alright, go ahead, give it all you got. You too, Stuart. Alright then, let's go.
Mckinnon rolled up to Lethbridge and Aberdeen. He was ready to bank the train. Mckinnon was using all the strength that he had to push up Aberdeen. However, Lethbridge was rather uncomfortable. due to being stuck between the Mckinnon and Aberdeen's train. Soon, the three engines made it over the hill. After making it over the hill, Aberdeen had gone to the next station. After Stewart had gone back to his branch line, Mckinnon passed through the station. As Mckinnon passed through, however, he noticed that Aberdeen gave him a small smile, and Mckinnon smiled back. Later in the evening, Mckinnon returned to the shed, where all the engines were waiting for him, smiling. What's got all of you so happy? All we heard about was how you rescued Aberdeen over here. Yes, and, because of that incident, I just wanted to apologise for how rude I've been to you. It wasn't right. I hope you can accept my apology, Mckinnon, and I hope we can be friends. Of course I'll accept your apology. Thank you, Aberdeen. And thank you to everyone. I'm very happy to be a part of this railway, and I'm very glad you all have accepted me as one of your own. Wait, did Aberdeen get stuck on the hill just before Armidale by chance? Yes, I think so. Why do you ask? That is just perfect. Pen, I know where you're going with that. Don't you dare. Oh, Aberdeen, I'm convinced you need a shed near Armidale. I mean, as many times as you've gotten stuck up there. It's no wonder you don't have one there already. The engines continued to laugh and joke about Aberdeen's predicament. However, Mckinnon was very glad that he was part of the Rosworth Vale.